Hello everybody, it's Ninjames here, and we're gonna make a discussion video on how Pokemon should put Wishiwashi in the TCG. Now, this is kind of the new Night March, but it's kind of a trigger word. A little trigger word. It's just speculation, it's not real, but this is what I think they should do. So, first off, the ability on the little Wishiwashi is schooling. For each of your Wishiwashi in play, does 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. That's good. If you have 4 Wishiwashi, that's 80 damage from each of your Wishiwashi. If, you have 8 of the small Wishiwashis in play, it's a basic 60 HP. Might not seem like a ton, but you can put a Fighting Fury Bill, it'll have 100 like a Pumpkaboo. It has an attack for 2 DCEs, not 2 DCEs, 1 DCE, 2 double colorless energies, fight together, 30 damage times the amount of Wishiwashi you have in play. Say you have, I don't know, all your Wishiwashis out, it would do 120 damage, plus the 20 more with schooling, that would do 140. Have another Wishiwashi, 160. Adds up 4 Wishiwashis with schooling, with the tiny schooling, that is, tiny Wishiwashi schooling, you would do 200 damage each turn with Fighting Fury Belt 210, Giovanni's Scheme 230. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. You're pretty much knocking out Mega Rayquaza, you're knocking out Mewtwo, you're knocking out literally everything except for Wailord and Groudon and Kyogre. But, yeah. Free retreat, it's good because he's a tiny little fish. He can retreat whenever he wants. And weakness, grass times 2, pretty basic, but he'll be vulnerable to Vespiquen and Yanmega. But yeah, that's the small Wishiwashi. It can do a ton of damage for just 2 dull colorless if you do it right. Cards you would use was like Rough Seas and stuff like that. So, the big bad Wishiwashi, the giant school, is basic, 120 HP, that's what I'm thinking. And it would have the ability, not Pokebody, have I been saying Pokebody this whole time? I meant ability. Schooling, it's a different one though. This Pokemon gets 20 more HP for each Wishiwashi you have in play. 4 Wishiwashi in play, this Wishiwashi would have 200 damage, 200 health. That Wishiwashi, if it's your active, that's good. If it's your active, it'll have 140 right off the bat. If you have 3 of the tiny Wishiwashi on the bench, that Wishiwashi with Fight Together, it's the same attack, doing 120, would do 180, knocking out literally every EX except for Zigardon. And it'll still have 200 HP, not including Fighting Fury Belt, which will bump it up to 240. So you can play 1 of these, and 3 of the little ones, or 2 schools and 2 little ones, or vice versa, whatever. Weakness, grass times 2. It's same, still weak to Vespiquen, still weak to Yanmega. It might get 1 hit KO'd by Yanmega. Retreat, 3 retreat costs. Now you could attach a float stone, but you probably would play Fighting Fury Belt to any basic pretty much that you're that you're attacking with. Cards you would use for this: Rough Seas, heal 30 damage like during your turn from each of your water Pokemon. That's great. Heal more damage off. You could play, I don't know, cards like Manaphy for free retreat, but you have to maybe ditch the DCs. If you're going to play Manaphy, you might play Max Elixir to accelerate those water energies, so you can have that free retreat. I would say Dive Ball to use Remoraid and Octillery, so you can get every single Pokemon in your deck instead of using Ultra Balls. You could, of course, you're going to use like Ents and Sycamores. Yep. And what else could you use? You could use cards like Articuno. You could use, if you're playing expanded, you could Tekken Toad, but you don't know. Yeah, I think it's pretty balanced. Tiny Wishiwashi who can do a ton of damage. Actually, they can both do a ton of damage if you play it right. But you can only have 4 of these in each deck, like 4 of either. Like, you could have 4 giant schools, or like 4 schools, or 4 fishes, tiny fishes, or mix and match them. But you can only have 4 named Wishiwashi, which might be like, but I think that's pretty balanced. Cards that might knock it out, that might be the bane of its existence, is Scizor if you're playing Special Energy, but you could always go Manaphy route, but that's more Pokemon to do, but whatever, man. You could, wait, I already saw Octillery, wait, okay. So, Vespiquen, probably knock it out in one shot. Yanmega, probably knock it out in one shot, having no energy at all, which is pretty good. Since you're going to use DC, that will fuel up Mega Mewtwo, which would probably knock out a Wishiwashi in just one hit. That's what I think Pokemon could do for a Wishiwashi card. Leave your ideas in the comments. What Pokemon, what Sun Moon Pokemon should do in the TCG. And like and subscribe if you want to see more. And more of these videos. I know it's different, but I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.